If some people started talking in the beginning, nobody is talking anything now. Everything is quiet. Yes, complaints have always been there with this government or any government. Muslims have not been trying to find about RSS, and perhaps RSS is also not trying to find about Muslims. I have no problem. Jews are Indian Jews.
Ma'am, you're doing so much work. How much of this work, how much are you set back for every time a cabinet colleague of yours says something like there should be a two-child norm for Muslims, or somebody else says that whoever wants to have beef should go to Pakistan, or your party's insistence on beef ban across the country? How much of your work suffers, that perception suffers when something like this happens?
Now all those things are finished, over. Nobody is talking anything. Everybody is quiet, everybody is working, everybody has realized what Narendra Modi ji wants. And I take my cue not from my colleagues. I don't take cue from somebody speaking outside. I take my cue from the president of the party and the prime minister of the party.
But do those statements affect you? You are on a mission to build trust. You are saying that it's still too early to say whether you've managed to build that trust back. So you're on this mission.
No, I didn't say that. The thing is, I am building trust. I have no measure to find out how much trust I have built until and unless I go and talk to those people, to how many people I have reached, how much resources I have, that I am using all the sources and the human effort to get the change of the mind. If some people started talking in the beginning, nobody is talking anything now. Everything is quiet. And the message which should come is not only from me, it's from the Prime Minister. And the Prime Minister made two very important speeches at Vigyan Bhavan. One was the Christian gathering, one was the Muslim gathering. What he spoke on the floor of the Lok Sabha, what he spoke on the floor of the Rajya Sabha, these are the messages which I have behind me. And I take a cue from them, not from those people who are in every government. It's not the first government in the country. There have been many governments for short period, long period. There have been different kind of voices for them. But you think that we should stop working if somebody makes such kind of a statement? I don't stop working. Nothing discourages me.
Your ministry is functioning very well. And the other thing you said is that those voices that were speaking up against minorities from within the government have been silenced. But the third thing, which is still a problem vis-a-vis minorities, is actually the silence of the government and the top echelons of government, including Prime Minister, when something that involves minorities happens. Because for a Prime Minister who is otherwise seen to be even over-communicative, there is this silence. For instance, on Dadri, he broke that silence many days later to say something which was very tepid. So do you think there is a problem of communication with the minorities 2 years after the Modi government came to power?
At least I'm not finding it. Yes, complaints have always been there with this government or any government. All the people in the society cannot be satisfied all the time for everything. And then similarly with this government also, there may be issues which not to their satisfaction are there. But when people come to me, I explain to them, see things how. And the Prime Minister may not have spoken at every issue, and I don't expect the Prime Minister to come out on every issue which is taking place in the country and make a statement. But generalize, if you look at all his speeches, focus has always been on development. Pre-election, post-election, and many more elections are taking place in the country. His focus is totally on Vikas and development. And I think once that takes place, the message should go loud and clear to the people that he wants really Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas.
I remember what a big news it was when you joined BJP. But after all these years and after what you have gone through,
12 years.
Right. So do you now feel that you are completely assimilation and melted in the big pot of Sangh Parivar? Can you feel like that you are a proud member of the larger Sangh Parivar?
Yeah, I'm comfortable because nobody bothers me. Everybody gives me freedom. The Prime Minister has given me freedom. He has not cut my...
I'm saying politically, identity wise. What is the Sangh Parivar larger? Are you feeling one with them?
I am feeling comfortable with them because I have no problem. I don't know why people feel uncomfortable with them because they don't make me feel small. They make me feel important. They appreciate the work I do. And that is more important to me. Personally, I'm just an Indian, but I'm more concerned about what job I do. And whatever job I have taken in my life, it's not only this job. Whatever job, whether it was my education.
Hindus, largely it's a Hindu domination, Hindu ethos, or they have a very firm, clear opinion on what Hindu culture's place in Indian scheme of things. So I'm just saying that broadly speaking, you are secular, Congress background, so that's why we have a curiosity. And also, I'll add one question which will help you. We are very curious to know, because you have spent 12 years, which is good enough years. So as an insider, you feel the approach of BJP to Muslims and approach of RSS to Muslims is different?
It is, you know, in any association or any relation, there are two sides of it.
Yeah.
Muslims have not been trying to find about RSS, and perhaps RSS is also not trying to find about Muslim. And if they try to understand each other, perhaps they will feel like I feel, because I don't find myself in any difficulty. I'm quite happy. That's why I was telling that it is the job which I am doing, I'm happy with, and they are allowing me to do my job. So whatever job, whether I did it as a deputy chairman or I did it as a minister, nobody is coming in my way. It means they don't mind whether I'm a Hindu or a Muslim or a Christian or a Parsi, as long as I'm doing my job well. They are happy. The Prime Minister never stopped me from doing anything. He encouraged me. He increased my budget, and they gave me Hajj also. So it shows the indication. I'm just trying to give you that. That I don't feel uncomfortable. 12 years I was there because I was given the vice presidentship of the party. I was made in charge of 2 places. I was Prabhari for Dadra Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. Then I was given the job to be a coordinator between the various frontal organizations of the BJP. But you know, we have many frontal organizations, our education cell and foreign cell and different cell, and the standing committees of the parliament. So I used to brief whatever the views of those the party frontal organization was to the members of parliament, both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and those committees, so that they can put the party's viewpoint while they discuss. It was a very important job. They gave it to me to be a link between the parliament and the party. So they've given me important jobs, and so I'm quite happy.
Are you planning to give minority status to Jews?
I don't know. I have asked the government. If the government takes a decision, I'll be happy. I have no problem. Jews are Indian Jews, and they are only 5,000 in number. I have no problem if they become, if they are given a minority status, because most of them have migrated. Only 5,000 are there.